Okay, now we're starting the session. So I want to tell you, I think previously during the COVID pandemic situation, I have so many experience and all the classes I conducted by the Zoom. But nowadays also after the COVID 2022, COVID is over, I think after within 2 years now, 2022, I stopped that on all the online live classes, but still having two online classes for me under my wings. But it also play by all the recordings we have recorded and in the inside the classrooms also now also just play the recordings by my staff. So after 3 years, this is going to be the first sessions that I'm doing the online session for you. This for the Edexcel. Because of that, I'm doing these sessions. You know that we don't have enough time to discuss for the paper discussions and past papers. So today it may be some technical issues because of that. After 3 years, I think me and yourself also the first time that we are going to do online session. I'm doing the online session after 3 years. You are participating. I think after 3 years, I think sometimes Chinmahi, she has online sessions experience. But others, I think after the COVID situation, I think am I right or wrong? All of you agree with me? You can talk, you can speak by unmuting anyone. Okay. This is also like our physical class. That is why I'm telling that you to switch on your cameras and join the classes. Because of that, I can see your faces. And if you have any unclear, you can raise the hand by the Zoom, not by yourself. By the Zoom app, you have to raise your hand. Then I will answer you. Okay. So I told you that today we are going to be a pilot program. Pilot program is we are doing a testing, and after that we can continue next week for the next level. Okay. Now, today I'm going to do the MCQ questions. I told you to do the page number 117 to page number 120. So today, I think we have, how many MCQs are there? I think we have 17 MCQ there, no? So we are going to cover that all the 17 MCQs in the short questions. Are you okay? Understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next week we are going to discuss that second paper questions. That means the second questions means that page number 120 exam practice A1, A2, A3. We have 4 questions. Next week we are going to discuss that questions. So I want to tell you this is not only for the limited for the accounting. In future we will start the BS discussions also. But the reason is we have a term test for this one. So we are going to be discussed. We are taking more time for this month for the accounting. For the next month onwards, we are going to be the both accounting and business studies, especially the discussions for the case studies also during this session. So today we are going to be limited for just 45 minutes or 1 hour maybe, but in future it will be increased to one another day also you need to increase your results. Okay, or especially for the paper discussions. Okay, what is the purpose of a journal? Write down and check your answers and write down the answers. What is the purpose of a journal? Write down to record non-regular 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 to record. I think you can see the board clearly, no? Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Kritik, you are there? I can.
Yeah, sir. I'm there.
But I can't see you. Yeah, okay, you are here. Okay. To record non-regular or correction transactions. Now onwards, I just repeat only twice, okay? To record non-regular or correction transactions that are not recorded in other books, in other books of client entry, of client entry posting them to the ledger, to the ledger. Okay, I will repeat. Question number 1, what is the purpose of a journal? To record non-regular collection transactions that are not recorded in other books of prime entry before posting them to the ledger. Okay. Second question. Now you know for the first questions, what are the transactions that we are recording in the general journal? In a journal, normally we have that cash book, double column cash book we are studying, and that means actually not a double column, should be a triple column cash book for the Edexcel syllabus, because we have a discount column and bank column as well as the cash column. So we are doing that cash transactions and bank transaction on that cash book. We have purchases journal, purchases return journal, sales journal as well as the sales return journal, and we have the petty cash book also. So the same transaction, similar transaction, we are recording on that similar prime entry books, but other transactions we can classify, we are recording on the general journal. What are the transactions? Opening journal entries when we are starting a business, or we are completing 1 year and starting another accounting period. We are recording all the assets, liabilities, and equity in the new ledger. We are keeping that's opening ledger journal entries. Other one is collection of errors, adjustment entries we study in future. Okay, and transfer notes, closing notes, and purchasing of non-current assets by credit basis and selling non-current assets by the credit basis. All those that kind of transaction we are writing on a general journal. Second question, what is the purpose of a suspense account? We know even that our trial balance is not balance debit and credit. We should have to put it, if you have a duplicate there, we should have to record that amount at that suspense account. Okay, write down to temporarily. Question number 2, what is the purpose of suspense account? Write down to temporarily hold the difference, hold the difference, hold the difference in the trial balance, in the trial balance, in the trial balance until errors are found and correct, until errors are found and corrected, until errors are found and corrected. Okay. Question number 3. What is the loss of commission? What is the loss of commission? Tashi, what is your answer? Question number 3. What is the loss of commission? Have you written the answer? No. For the next time, I will check your answer questions. So when I come for the next classes tomorrow onwards, please come with that take answers for the next questions as well as. Okay. So I want to check that your answers individually. After that, I will take for the discussion. Understood, everyone? Okay. Right. Normally, I want to give advice to, but this is not for the Edexcel students or Cambridge students. Those who are watching our videos for the local syllabus, the Sri Lankan government, local O-level or local A-level, some technical terms are maybe different from the local syllabus. Okay, especially in this accounting errors, commission of accounting errors of commission. Normally, Sri Lankan local syllabus have another definition. So be careful when you refer our videos. This is relevant for the Edexcel syllabus, not for the local syllabus. Okay, write down. It is when a transaction, it is when a transaction is posted to the is posted to the is posted to the wrong account of the same type. That means the wrong account of the same time. Just once we want to debit to critics debtors account, but we have debited to the Adesh debtors account. Both of them are debtors, but the different accounts are there. Okay, wrong accounts are there. Okay. Example: credit in the wrong debtors account. Wrong debtors account. Wrong debtors account. Wrong debtors account. I think after 3 years I'm doing online classes now. So my children are coming at there and looking at here, and they said to not to close the studio door. So I didn't know they are waiting at there, because now again another experience for them also after 3 years of period, especially when we are doing the first year. My younger son, he doesn't have that kind of experience, but elder son has, because he was in the preschool when the COVID pandemic was at there. Okay. Question number 4. What does the term overcast mean? What's the term of over? Here, especially Edexcel, you have to keep that in mind and study about that technical terms, because it will be checked in your exams, especially the technical terms are there. Okay? Write down. It means adding up too much in it means adding up too much in a book or account. In a book or account. Book or account. Leading to a figure being higher than the correct amount. Leading to a figure being higher than the correct amount. Okay. We have discussed 4 questions and we are going to discuss the question number 5. I told you today I am going to discuss the first 18 questions. We have the calculation parts also at there. Okay. Right. Now for the question number 5. Question number 5. What would be the impact of an expenses credited in the journal? Would it increase or decrease the profit? Huh? Now tell me, we have how many kinds of accounts are there? Normally 1, 2, 3, or 5, 6, 7. Categorize. You can show by your one finger, one hand. Okay. How many? We have asset, expenses, capital. Capital means equity we have, income, as well as we have, what is that other one? Liability. How many accounts are there? There maybe have 5 accounts are there. 5 categories accounts are there. Okay. So they are asking, what would be the impact of an expenses credited into the journal? Would it increase or decrease the profit? Here we know normally for the expenses account. Now please switch on your mic and unmute your mics. Please tell me expenses, which kind of balance we have, debit or credit, increase in debit or credit expenses. When expenses in here, I told you this should be like a physical class.
Debit.
It should be debit, yes. If expenses increase, it should be debit. But they're asking, what would be the impact of expenses credited? Now, if the expenses credited, that means expenses reducing. Due to the expenses reducing, what will be happen to the profit? Profit should be increase. So So answer will be 5. Crediting an expense or reduce the expense for the function 5. So it would be increase the profit. Write down increase the profit. Increase the profit. Increase the profit. So my two children, they want to see you come because after 5 years, 3 years, they had experience in that Zoom class. They told me to once they want to see you all of them. Okay, you can see there. Okay, say bye and go. Okay. So then, yeah, the other one here, come. Yes. Say tell them to that study well. We are not going to disturb you again. Okay. Okay. Now don't come and disturb us. Huh? Okay. God bless. Okay. So otherwise they are waiting here and they say yes, we want to see them on once only. Otherwise after that we are not disturbing. Now they are okay. Right. They also satisfied. I am also satisfied. All of you are satisfied. Okay. Right. Question number 6. What side are liability on the trial balance? Which side? Trial balance we have liability. Tell me debit or credit, please. I don't know the account. You know the account even better than me.
Credit, sir.
Credit. Very good. Question number 6. Credit side. Credit. Question number 7. Now we have MCQ questions, no? Yeah. Question number 7 to 17. We have 7 to 17, no? Yeah, up to 17 only we are going to be discussed. Now we have an MCQ questions, no? Okay. Question number 7. A business has a suspense account. The amount in that suspense account is respected to a cash sale. So a business has a suspense account. The amount of the suspense account is in respect of a cash sale to Tahir, which was omitted from the sales account, which interest will be corrected errors. Now here we know suspense accounts occurred. That means there's issue in the trial balancing. That means the trial balance was not balancing. So they said answer A. They said the amount of suspense account is in respect cash of sales to Tahir, which was omitted from the sales account. We know here. Now they are telling sales of the Tahir. So that means if you have given the name, is that a sales on cash or sales on credit? Tell me. Is that cash sales or credit sale? But this question they are selling cash to sale, no? Then okay. Cash sales to Tahir. Now tell me the double entry of the cash sale. Tell me double entry of the cash sale. What is the debit and what should be the credit? Tell me. Cash sale was at there. Tell me. Cash and sales revenue. What is the double entry? Just we think that they are not giving any amount. Just we think of 1,000. Now tell me this cash sales double entry. Otherwise, I have to stop that discussion for the past paper discussion and going further. Again, teach you the theory. We can't take the time for the theory sessions because of that. We are really there. We are only taking the past paper question here. Anyone, please try it.
So cash debit, sir.
Cash debit and sales should be credit. Just we think it's 1,000. Cash should be debit. Sales should be credit. But they said cash sales to Tahir, which was omitted from the sales account. That means it was recorded at the cash account, but it was missed from the sales revenue. Understood? It was debited to the cash, but missed from the sales. So we can see we have the debit entry and we miss the credit entry. So we have only the debit, we miss the credit. That is why we are going for the suspense account. So what is the correction of this one? We should have to credit the sales revenue. Okay. We should have to credit the sales revenue 1,000. We have the debit. The debit we should be what? Suspense account. Then the answer will be suspense account should be debit. Sales revenue or sales account should be credit. Just what you want the amount, just the double entry. What's the answer? Account debit at suspense, account credit at sales. Answer will be B. B the answer. Please write down the workings also. Hiya. Write the answer with the workings. Answer B. I told you to do the accounting errors. You should have good knowledge about that double entry system. If you don't know the real double entry, otherwise you can't do the correction of the others. How can you going to be correct if you don't know the correct entry? Okay, so you should have a good knowledge about the double entries. We have done. If you forget, again please study. Okay, right. Please come for the question number 8. Which error requires a correcting entry in a suspense account? They are asking which error should be question number 8. Which error requires a correcting entry in suspense account? Shall I erase this one? Wait. A cash paid to didn't debited to the Gibson's account. No. What's the if we cash says to the Gibson account debited to the Gibson account means the loan account, but the site is correct. Okay. So no issue for the trial balance. We are looking for the some error which was issue for the trial balance. Okay, balancing for the trial balance. The motor vehicle accounts omitted from the trial balance. Motor vehicles accounts we have a debit. We miss one debit entry from the trial balance. Due to that, suspense account was started. Okay, so answer will maybe B. Answer may be. Those who correct the answer, please raise your hand by your hand. No need to go for the stool, just raise your hand by your hand. Those who correct answer B. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Question number 9. Which is an errors of omission? Errors of omission means A. No entries made for the purchases of stationery by checks. Errors of omission means we miss the both double entries. Understood? So answer may be A. Answer may be A. Question number 10. When is a suspense account open? We know normally when is a suspense account open, we are not balance the debit and credit. A. When a statement of financial position fails to be balanced, it is not our issue, not a financial position. We wanted a trial balance. Okay. Question number B. Answer B. When a trial balance fails to balance. B. Answer may be B. Not the financial position, not the income statement, not the cash flow statement, only the trial balance. Understood? Only the trial balance. B. 11. The purchase of a new computer has been processed to the repairs account in error. What type is this? Now we know buying a new computer should be a capital expenses that we should be debited to the asset account, but it was debited to the repair account means it is a revenue expenses. Understood? So capital expenses debit as a revenue expenses, there should be a principal error. Answer is D, principal, PLE principal, not PAL principal. Okay, PLE principal. Okay, D. Question number 12. Rent received the 100. Question number 12. Rent received 100 has been debited to the rent paid accounts and credited to the cash account. What is the journal entry for correct this one? Here, we know. Question number 12. Rent received 100. What's the double entry should be at there? When we receive the 100, what is double entry should be there? Cash debit 100. Rent received should be credit 100. Rent received should be credit 100. Understood? they say rent received 100 has been debited to the rent paid account and credited to the cash account. Here, instead of debiting the 100 to the cash account, it was credited 100 for the cash account, not recording at the rent received account. It has what has rent paid and credited, it has debited to the rent paid. Rent paid debit by 100. Right. First record this. What is the normal? What should be the double entry? Double entry should be cash debit, then receipt should be credit. Instead of that, it was credited to the cash account and debited to the paid account. Just write down this one. After that, we will go for the correction of the other. Write down this one. Okay. Just write. This should be the correct entry, but it was not written up there and the cut. And after that, write this one. Okay. Instead of that, was debited to the rent receipt paid and credited to the cash. I want to ask question. In this scenario, there may be happen many suspense accounts open or not. Whether suspense account open or not. Kritik, can you give me an answer? Is this error is impact to the trial balance or not?
Impacting, sir.
Impacting. How?
Yes.
How is impacting?
They need to give a suspense account.
No, Kritik. Now it should be. Now what has happened? It was debited 100. It was credited 100. Both the debit and credit are equal. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So no impact for the trial balance. That means no issue for the suspense. No balancing for the suspense account. Okay?
Okay.
This is not effect of the trial balance. No effect for the trial balance. Okay? Because debit and credit are same. Now, how are we going to be correct this one? I want to debit 100 for the cash, but it was credited. How much I should have to be debit? 100 or 200? Tell me.
200.
200. If I debit 100, this 100 to this 100 should be settled and balance will be zero. Again, I should have to be debit 100. Then altogether how much? 200 debit for the cash. I have to record that discount rent received. Rent received account should be credit 100. I have to remove this 100. Rent paid, it's a wrong. It's a mistaken. So should I have to be remove this 100? Then if I want to remove debit side, should I have to be credit? Then answer will be cash debit 200. Rent received credit 100. Rent paid credit 100. Okay, write down. Cash debit 200. Rent paid credit 100. Rent received credit 100. Write down. This is going to be the answer. Please do the accounting errors question again. I can see that you are not starting with
The rent paid is credit, no?
Kaputa?
Rent paid credit.
Cash debit, rent received as well as rent paid, both are credit by 100, 100. Cash debit 200. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Cash debit 200. Rent received credit 100. Rent paid credit 100. Very easy question. Actually, this is the reason that in the syllabus, normally in the local syllabus, they are in the grade 11, grade 10 last term. These kind of questions. Completed? Shahid, have you written?
Yes, sir.
The answer will be B, no? For the 12, answer may be B. Cash debit 200 and paid 100 and answer may be B. Time is enough, no? Shall we go for another question?
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
After completing question number 70, you can go for the beta. Doesn't matter. Today we have to, this is going to be like a pilot project today. We can discuss more questions then. In future, we are going to be concluding this in as well. Please tell your friends also. They have favorites, they also can join. Okay. And another method way to that, with you, they have all everybody can join with the Excel paper class. Okay. Question number 13. The total of the discount received account 400 is entered to the loan side of the trial balance. Which suspense account entry balance the trial balance? Okay. Now, we know the total of the discount received account 400 is entered to the loan side of the trial balance. That means, now tell me, discount received, whether they have a debit balance or credit balance. Whether they have a debit balance or credit balance. Tell me.
Credit, sir.
Discount,
Yeah, sir. Credit.
discount received is in income. It should be credit. Discount received is income. It should be credit. Okay. So, for the trial balance, it should be credit. But instead of credit, it was debit. So, we should have to, here, that's it. We want to credit 400. Instead of that, it was debit 400. Then, to remove this one, we credit 400. To put again the correct entry, again 400. Then altogether, we credit that trial balance. Then the suspense account should be, which, okay, which suspense account entry will be balanced trial balance should be 800 debit. Okay. D, 800 debit. Answer D, 800 debit. If the trial balance 800, suspense should be debit.
Sir, what is that teenager's name?
Sorry?
What is the teenager's name?
No, not a, it's a trial balance. Just see. Not a T legend. Trial balance.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 14. Question number 14. Well, they said the trial balance failed to balance. The debit column total is 12,250. Here, debit, they have 12,250. For the credit, how much? For the credit, how much they have?
12,200.
12,200. The following errors were discovered and corrected. No entry had been made for the cash sales. Here, what is the question they're asking? What will be the total of the amended trial balance? That means after doing all the corrections, what will be the total of the trial balance? They have given the only two transactions. Number one, they said no entry had made for the cash sales 150. Then what is the double entry for the cash sale? They have omitted. Which kind of error? So errors of omission. Omitted from the total double entry. Then that they said here no entry had been made for the cash sales. What's the double entry for the cash sales? Cash should be debit, sales should be credit. Then we record cash debit 150, sales credit 150. Both double entry should be written there. Second one, they said the total discount received amount 50 had been omitted from the trial balance. We know discount received. Discount received is income. It was missed from the trial balance. then we record it is on the trial balance credit side. This one. Now take the total. 12,400. Credit side also 12,400. Then answer will be D. Answer will be D. Hurry. Okay. Have you written? Shall I guess?
So credit is how much value? Credit
Both are same. 12,400. 12,400. Debit 12,250 plus 150. 12,400. Credit 12,200. 150. 50. Altogether 12,400. Answer may be D. Answer is D. Question number 15. Question number 15. The difference on trial balance was entered in a suspense account. It was found later that payments of 1,600 for rent had been entered correctly in the cash book, but credited to the rent account. Which entry corrected this error? Here, they say payment of 1,600 for the rent. Then what is the double entry? When you are paying rent, cash debit 1,600. Rent should be debit 1,600. They say it has been entered correctly in the cash book, but credited the rent account. Then credited rent account, we have only one entry correct, other one is from both and the same side. That should be a suspense account going for there. We should have debit 1,600 rent, instead of that it was credited. Then what, how we are going to be corrected? We debit 1,600 rent, then the amount will be cut. Again, we are debit 1,600, then altogether how much? 3,200 rent should be debit, then suspense should be credit. Then rent debit 3,200, suspense credit 3,200. Answer will be B. Those who got the answer, please raise your hand. Good. After this discussion, please, okay, please share. We had 17 questions are there, and other short questions also you can mark. How many questions are corrected? Okay, just share in that WhatsApp group. Be honest to yourself. Okay, you like for one family. Okay, if you have 5 marks, 6 marks, 10 marks, if you have the total 17 marks, okay, please share in that WhatsApp group. Understood? Write down this, Javier. Then rent debit 3,200, suspense credit 3,200. Question number 16. Those are theory questions. Muhammad deals in office equipment. A desk intended for use of the business was recorded in the purchases of goods for resale. Which entry correct this error? Here we know this intent for use for the business, it should be a capital expense. Then it should be debit the office equipment, but it was debited to the purchasers of goods. It should have to be debited to the which one office equipment, but it was debited to the purchase account. So we have to remove from the purchase account. We credit the purchasers, we debit the office equipment. Then double entry should be office equipment debit, purchasers credit. Answer may be B. Answer will be B. Those who got the answer, please raise your hand. Now, tell me which kind of error is this? What is the name of this kind of errors? Okay, Tashi, thank you. Anyone? Please try it. Which kind of error?
Error of commission. Sir.
No. Errors of principle. Why? A capital expenses record as a revenue expenses. Please note down. This is errors of principle. A capital expenses asset buying an asset recorded as a purchases revenue expenses.
So error of principles.
Yeah, errors of principle. Reason: capital expenses recorded as revenue expenses. B for the question number 16. Answer is B. You can see when I was in doing so many marketings at 2022, yeah, this is actually in 2019, and you can see. Okay, in future I will share some of my previous ads also. You see. Okay, final question. A purchase of equipment is debited to the equipment repairs account in error. A purchase of equipment is debited to the equipment repairs account in error. Now, purchasing of equipment, it is a capital expenses buying an asset. To the equipment repair, it should be a revenue expenses. Now, capital expenses recorded as revenue expenses. So, asset recorded as an expenses. Due to expenses increase, what will be happen to the profit? Profit will be low. Okay, and not recording the asset will be the low, because asset recording, it was recorded as an expenses. Due to that, expenses increase, profit may be low and asset may be low. Answer may be D. Answer may be D. Answer is D. Okay, now those who correct that answer got the answer, please raise your hand. Good, thank you. Thank you. Okay, we have over that today's session. I told you today we are going to discuss only the 17 questions. This is as a pilot program. You have to think about your connection. It is not my issue. Okay, because I am using the fiber. I know all of you can't buy a fiber, but in now Sri Lanka, now they are work. Most of the officers are work at home. Even then, my consultancy firm also, they are only visiting to the companies only once a week or twice a week, once a week or once in 2 weeks. So all of them are working and work at home. Now in the Hydra Money, Brandex, some leading companies and John Keys also work at home. So you should have a proper internet connections. Oh, okay. Are you satisfied with the today's sessions we discussed and save your time at there? We discussed 17
Yes.
questions.
Yes, sir.
Next week we are going to be discuss the page number 120. That we are going to structure the question instead of structure questions. We are going to discuss the practical ones. So, okay. Good evening and good night for all of you. Have a sweet dream.
Good night, sir. God bless you.
Bye,
Good
sir.
night.
God bless you. Night, sir.
Bless you, sir.